Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody, let's take a look again on the gold market. Here's actually everything is going with our plan. We suggested that market should keep going lower. It's just because, well, even from the technical point of view, without taking into consideration the recent PPI numbers, market was in a relatively free space between the two levels. So here we have no significant support areas, and it's logical to suggest that this market is not at the results, showing the more or less gradual downside performance. It should keep going to the next support. And actually currently market is flirting with the confidence support that we mentioned previously, so 1815, 1827 or 28. That's the level that we now have to be really careful with, just because potentially, as you know from our weekly analysis, that this is level potentially is suitable for a Judd Napoli Brennan body buy on a weekly chart, and it suggests the pullback right from here to approximately 618 resistance at least. I mean, if the bullish trend will not be reestablished, so the pullback should be at least to the 618 resistance, which stands approximately around 19 even. The 618 pullback of the whole downward action. That's the idea of the Brent body. And here is a tricky moment exists. First of all, it seems that markets still stand indecision how to treat the recent PPI numbers. They are relatively strong, that suggests that inflation is rising despite all efforts from the Fed. And probably market needs to get some time to come to conclusion, to make some final decision. Probably in the next week we should get the clarity on the subject. Investors just will sleep with this for the weekend and think about it, and then probably make some decision. And here's interesting situation how usually gold market and euro currency will behave. So I already talked about this in today's euro video, is that if Brent body still starts on the gold, the market will start upward action. It means that on the euro currency we will not get the Brent body, because euro currency still stands somewhere on this area. And on the euro currency, it's more probable we will get the double repo sell, because when on the gold market the Brent body will be completed, at this point euro probably will show the crossing above the 3x3 moving average on the weekly chart, and then we expect next downside continuation. It's major downside drop based on the monthly pattern, which is actually on the euro currency. It's also big Brent body sell. If you do not remember that, so just reread the technical analysis part from the recent weekly report. If still gold market will not show any Brent body and will just keep going lower and break it, then euro currency probably will show the Brent body, and the gold market we will have to search for something else, because gold shows already the second close below the 3x3 on the weekly chart, and well, hardly we will get the Brent body right from this level. So on the gold market in this case we will have to search for something else, but still it's a bit early to think about to talk about this, because well, market is still flirting with the confidence. Let's see what will happen. So the first part of our trading plan is done. Market has reached the predefined strong support. On the 4-hour time frame chart you could see that also COP that we have talked about has been completed. The second part of this plan suggests to see the reaction of this level. So before taking position, we are not taking position blindly. We're not taking position just because price stands at this confidence. Although confidence itself rather strong, but we need to be sure that reaction really starts. Also, we have here a pure practical issue. It's just because when the pattern will be formed around it, that will make it easy to take the position, and it will be much better for stop placement, because you will be able to place stop order based on the pattern, and simultaneously it will be the position for weekly trading on the weekly chart, and it will be stop of the weekly Brent body trade, but you will be able to place it relatively tight, because we will use the patterns of the lower time frame. So but now if you'll take a look at the hourly chart, we do not have something. So market just still stands in the downside channel. Here's was reaction on the COP and nothing else. So market is just moving inside of the conference, moving to the lower border, which will be around 1815. And then we will see what will happen. Maybe not today, maybe in the beginning of the next week, but we will have to wait for clear bullish reaction, because Brent brought on the weekly and after bounce to the 19 even, as you understand, this will be something really valuable and well seen on the lower time frames. And definitely to prepare and to start this type of action, it should be some background, technical in particular. And from that standpoint, hardly it could be started without any visible patterns on the lower time frames. So that's why currently in today's session, if you have the bearish positions, you could think what to do with them. Maybe tight stops, maybe even book some part of your positions. But if you're just searching for taking the long position with the Brent bottom, I think it's nothing to do by far, and we should be patient and see what will happen in around this area, and we have to wait for clear patterns.